Okay, I'm gonna call this meeting of the Joint Finance and Property Committee to order for December 10th, 2025 at 505 Great Street. No public input. First off, clerk call the roll.
Finance Committee, Council Wildenhain.
Here.
Council Moran. Council Rubio.
Here.
Two in attendance. For the Property Committee, Council Stachowiak.
Here.
Council Arujo.
Here.
Council Moreno.
Here.
Three in attendance.
Okay. I take it there's no public input.
There was nothing in writing, is there?
Councilor Sokovic, you want to take number 2?
Communication from Richard J. Goldstein, LLC, City Clerk, to the honorable members of the City Property Committee and Finance Committee. Lease in lieu of taxes for 1202 Newport Avenue. I move to take up this communication, file this communication.
It's been moved by Councilor Stachowiak and seconded by Councilor Arujo that we file a communication to Richard Goldstein, the other members of the City Council and Property Committee and Finance Committee regarding lease in lieu of taxes for 1202 Newport Avenue. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Has the committee had a chance to read the lease?
Yeah.
Okay,
Go to number 3 first, or?
no. Number 3 isn't, number 3 is something else that I gotta deal with.
No, that's it.
Oh, I'm thinking finance meeting, excuse me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then.
You want me to read number?
You get to it.
Number 3 is the lease agreement by and between Blackstone Valley Advocacy Center and the City of Pawtucket for the property at 1202 Newport Ave, 8P11 L790. I move to take up this lease agreement.
Okay. At least, it's, motion's been made by Councilor Stoviak, second by Councilor Moreno to take up the lease agreement between Blackstone Valley Advocacy Center and the City of Pawtucket for the property at 1202 Newport Avenue, AP 11L790. All those in favor of taking it up? Aye. Now, we start by saying, have you guys had a chance to see it, the lease and read the
Yes.
lease? All right. Tony Marie has come. She's the principal for over at Blackstone Valley Advocacy. We've had some prior discussions, some more discussions about the lease when I got it and took a look at it. I had a phone call in with the school department and they are using the annex for like 3 years for Jackie Walsh Center. So when I saw it was a 2-year lease, Tony and I had a discussion that I'd much prefer it to be a 3-year lease, and she's amenable to that. And I do appreciate that. There's also some other caveats to it too, that Blackstone Valley Advocacy would like to use it on the weekend when we're not using it. So I don't have an issue with that. I don't know if the property committee would have an issue, but I'd like to hear your thoughts, you guys' thoughts on it. Go ahead. Councilor Arujo?
I think that's a very valid point. If there's a lease agreement, right, I mean, if there's if the school department's looking at JMW being there for 3 years, it would probably be in our best interest to look at a 3-year lease. But if the first 2 years are covered by the abatement of these taxes that are owed, what will be the rate of the 3rd year?
They won't pay. What are we talking about? We keeping the same?
It's the same.
It's the same.
Okay.
All right, but you say it's going to be the same, but how we arrived at the 2-year figure, and I'm just throwing this out there, committee, obviously you can do whatever you want. I was told that the back taxes that are owed, which was 23, 24, I'm not sure if it was full or partial, full 25. The number I was given was $16,661.06. Bob Burns then indicated to me that a fair market rental value of the premises for the intended purpose is $8,550, which when you multiply that by 2, it's a little bit over the
Yeah.
16,000. I think there's like a $438 differential. So that made it nice and neat in terms of a 2-year deal. You owe us 16,000. Basically, it's good consideration that we're gonna more or less, you're not gonna pay those taxes, but we're gonna use it for the 2-year period.
Mhm.
So the question I think is, what is the consideration? Is it 0? They're going to let us use it for a 1-year period, the 0 consideration. If that's the case, great. But I just wanted the committee to understand, again, nobody actually gave me a time frame. or we may have talked loosely about a 2-year time frame, just because generally that's how the math works.
Yeah.
So that's how we kind of, again, it's not that it's set in stone, but that's the origin of what you have before
When
you.
Tony Marie and I chatted, it was moreover that they wanted to be responsible neighbors too.
Yeah.
And because one of the reasons I brought this up is because when the annex is full, I have problems in my district, which it is in my district, having, parking spaces that if the neighborhood turns around and gets concerned about the overflow of parking. So I saw it as a benefit and we communicated that. And I also communicated to her that if she wanted to approach her board, that in the future, if they saw no use for that property and they wanted to gift it to the city, we're all up for that
Yeah.
too. I left that out on the table.
Sure.
So she indicated to me that she had no problem for 3 years. I don't know, we weren't talking money wise at that point, it was just adding another year onto the lease and that was about
And
it.
trust me, I'm not advising against it. I think that's good for the city. I just want to make
And at
sure
this
that.
point, I
we're
like
all
to do
on-
what's good for the city,
Yeah.
but Councilor
We
Rubio.
also realize that in the 2 years, we're also in charge of all the maintenance.
Yep.
Okay.
You
Could that
talked
be,
about that
could
today.
that be,
Correct.
could it stay the same for the third? As our way to kind of try to balance it out.
Well,
Yeah.
I assume the general terms outside of the quote unquote term itself and the rent, that all that would stay the same,
Yep.
correct? So we've taken on the obligation, we're gonna generally upkeep,
Mhm.
we're gonna snow plow. You had asked me that question, you and I talked briefly.
Correct, and right, because I would, if the board so chooses to turn around and do the lease, then I would instruct DPW to go over and clean it up so that it looks decent. Right now, it's just been a vacant lot that they put a chain across because they're not utilizing it. They've got more space than I take it that you have more space than you need in the other lot that you have.
a lot.
So,
Yeah.
so I didn't see any issue with it, where it was basically just, cleaning up the debris that's in there and weed whacking, and making it look presentable. And then at that point there, be up to the mayor, to approach the school department to see if they want to utilize it. If they don't want to utilize it, he said we could utilize it for overflow, when we have parking bans or anything else. So, I think it's a win-win for the city but I'll leave that up to the committee to make that decision. Councilor Scovia.
So, it hasn't been talked about with J&W yet, if they need the park, this is just.
I broached the subject with the superintendent when I've been in some occasions with him. He thinks it would be a fantastic idea. It just depends on who they're going to assign it to, whether or not it's students or whether or not it's teachers.
Yeah.
But I'll let the mayor work that out with him and they can go on to it, because then it'll be considered a piece of city property that's being leased out. So they can, that kind of takes us out of the equation at that point.
So if we went ahead with the third year, would it be that no taxes would be due on this property for the third year, except if the tax exemption status changes during that term? And then at that point, we'd be looking at negotiating again to see what the city would have to, a tax, what we would pay, because they're now.
I like the way Frank was talking a minute ago. If you're gonna do it for free, and that's the indication she's given me, that she's gonna do it for free. And that's the way I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna worry about a third year until we actually have to do it at that point. And if Ms. Roderick's saying that she's willing to do the third year at no cost to be a good neighbor, then so be it.
Just want to make sure, okay.
And that's the only reason I raised it, just to make sure we were
I
on the
just-
same page, because it's easy for me to change 2 to 3
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
for the same consideration. And that's the agreement, then
And I think he also talked about putting some language in there that, if it was in there, did you check it today? And see if the language was in there for routine maintenance or?
yeah, the maintenance provision is very basic, and it says, us lessee, we will maintain the premises in good condition and repair, including but not limited to snow removal and general upkeep.
Okay, that's fine. So, and that works for you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
How many spots are in the lot there?
I think it's about 23.
Yeah, it's an 8,000 square foot lot with probably 1,500 landscaping.
Yeah.
So yeah, quite a few. It's quite a big lot.
And I didn't go crazy with the language. I basically looked at past leases, provided it to the lessor, and within a day, I got the response, good to go.
I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to amend. the
I'll let
lease.
you entertain the motion because you're on the property committee.
Oh, but what about the issue with the use?
We're gonna include that in your motion.
Weekends?
Yes,
So
so just,
you're gonna put that in the.
You can put
the
it in your
lease?
motion. You can put it in the motion so he can put it in the lease.
that's it. And I'll draft language, which I'll share with you. My understanding is, just to make sure that I understood the email correct. Basically, you're looking to have the ability to utilize it despite the fact that typically lessees have exclusive possession. You want to share that possession after hours or whenever it's not actually.
On weekends and when the school's not in.
Yeah, so, fine.
Then on occasion. Monday.
Yep.
Then weekends.
Yep.
Correct.
I'll just put language in that basically says just that.
Yeah, and we'll be able to take care of that. If the committee so chooses, we'll be able to deal with that at the next council meeting. Well, we're gonna do that in January.
January.
Okay, so the first meeting in January. I'll take care of that.
Take it to the full council.
Oh, right.
So I'll make a motion to amend the current lease to amend from 2 years to 3 years lease term, and to also allow the lessor to use the property on weekends and non-school hours, times.
I'll basically take the letter, right, the words right from your letter, and I'll get that to you within the next day or so.
Second.
All right, all those in favor, we're gonna have to roll call vote.
Need a second.
Mike Arujo, second.
We need a roll call.
That's what I said.
The Finance Committee, Council Wildenhain.
Yes.
Council Moran.
Yes.
Council Rubio.
Yes.
For the Property Committee, Council Stacoviak.
Yes.
Council Russo.
Yes.
Council Moreno. 3-0 for each.
No further business before the joint committee. We are.
So now we have to do.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So I will make a motion to approve and send to the full committee in January the amended lease.
Second. Moreno's got this thing.
So approve. Moreno, approve lease as amended.
Yeah.
Now, what I told Ms. Roderick is that normally what we would do is we would bring it, once it's amended, we would send it to her so she can review it. We would bring it back to the committee on the 7th for a
Do
quick
do you need
review.
to see it
Not really.
again?
Not really.
All right, then we can go straight to the docket.
I mean, it's straightforward. I'll certainly not, I mean,
Send it to me and I can read it.
That's it.
If I get any issues, I'll turn around.
Yeah.
You know, and also send it to council.
yeah, I'll send it to the full committee just to review and then you can report. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no need.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're putting it on the, still for January, or is it, we're gonna do
January.
17th?
No, January.
January still? Okay. All right. Now, no further business?
Roll call this amended lease.
Yeah.
See, you should have. Roll call vote.
Chairman Wildenhain.
Yes.
Council Moran.
Yes.
Council Rubio.
Yes.
Property, Council Stacoviak.
Yes.
Council Russo.
Yes.
Council Moreno. 3-0 for both.
Now I'm positive there's no further business of this joint committee and we can move on. Thank you all for coming.
Haynes.
Yes. Yeah.
Council Moran.
Here.
Council Rubio.
Here.
No public input.
I haven't looked outside.
No, well, trust me,
No.
nobody comes to this. I'll go look.
There's nothing. There's no one there, nothing there. no
Thank
one
you,
there,
nothing there.
Nothing there.
All right, Counselor Rubio, you get to
Yeah.
your thing? Okay,
Item
number two.
number 2, a communication from Tony Marie Roderick,
Yep.
MBA Blackstone Valley Advocacy Center, to the honorable members of the Pawtucket City Council requesting tax exemptions for 727 Central Avenue and 1202 Newport Avenue. To file this communication.
Okay, it's been made by Council Rubio, seconded by Council Moran, that we file a communication from Tony Marie Roderick, Blackstone Valley Advocacy Center, to the honorable members of Pawtucket City Council requesting a tax exemption for 727 Central Avenue and 1202 Newport Avenue. All those in favor of taking up the, filing the communication, taking it up? Aye.
Aye.
All right. Ms. Roderick, you brought this before us last year, and, we were going back and forth about the things that, with Bob Burns. So I always get Bob and Mike confused. Mike's not here anymore, but Bob Burns. And you guys were able to work that out with him, satisfactorily. And, as we've seen from the last committee, your intention is to try and be a good neighbor, for the rest of the community that you're working in. So it's appreciated, at least from my aspect, and I'll open it up to the committee if they have any questions.
Just so you know, for the record, they did, the other thing you requested of them is to be approved by zoning and fire, which they did get.
And I saw that, I
Which they
saw
did
those.
get.
Yep, I saw all that covered.
Yeah.
I have no questions on my end.
Yeah, okay. With that, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
To send it to the full
To send it
council
to the
for.
full- I'm
yeah,
sorry,
with-
send it to full
With,
council.
with the approval.
recommendation to approve.
Recommendation to approve, all right. All right. Motion's been made by Council Rubio, seconded by Council Moran, to send it to the full council, with the recommendation to approve. You want a roll call on this? Yeah, roll call vote.
Chairman Wildenhain.
Yes.
Council Moran.
Yeah.
Council Rubio.
Yeah.
3-0. Let me go see if, because Tracy and Peter are supposed to be here.
Now you are all set, Ms. Roderick. Have a great night. Beat the snow. Thank you. No, I appreciate the work that you've done, and I appreciate,
I saw
like I
Tracy
said,
go in the accomplishment.
the type of neighbors that you want to become with us. We appreciate your involvement.
Thank you.
Take care. Yeah, Peter's here, and who's
Tracy, I think.
Tracy?
Yeah, I saw Tracy going in there, so I assume she
It was
did.
very, yeah, it was straightforward when I read it. I think this is only going to affect like one member.
Honestly, I didn't even know it was a thing.
Yeah.
Until I saw the agenda.
Don't even.
So for them to not come to me, it must have been easy.
Yeah, yeah. Hello, Director, how are you? Director. All right, well, Dave, take up number 3.
Number 3, ratification of the October 2025 addendum to the July 1, 2024 to June 30th, 2027 collective bargaining agreement between Rhode Island Council 94 ASME, Local 3960 in the city of Pawtucket. Motion is to take up for discussion.
It's been made by Council Moran and seconded by Councilor Rubio that we have a discussion about the ratification of a 2025 addendum to the July 21st, 2024 to June 30th, 2027, the collective bargaining agreement between Rhode Island Council 94, ASME Local 3960, and the city of Pawtucket. All those in favor of taking it up?
Aye.
Director, I got your email.
Yeah.
Does it, if I'm not mistaken, it was a while ago. Does this,
It was like at the middle of last month.
yeah, does this affect only one person at this point in time? And I think it may be at the most during this contract language, it probably affects like 6 people.
Yeah, so I can, Peter, if you don't mind, I'll speak on that piece. So before even taking anything into consideration, I think the big piece was just understanding how many people we should be anticipating to attract between now and the next, the wrap up of the contract. I don't want to speak on behalf of any other union member, but I can tell you that we feel pretty confident that it's probably just gonna be, if that, no more than one, right, in the next 2 years. So in total, those who would technically qualify, you're looking at less than like. And doing the math and putting those numbers together, it's not that big of a financial impact.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was the important thing, I think, for us dealing what we're dealing with.
Of course. no,
All of the
absolutely.
financial impacts that we're gonna have to deal with, especially with the talk that we had from Cy a couple of weeks ago
Mhm.
about what we're looking at with bonding costs and everything else. It is appreciated, and Director, I would like you to take it back to your members that I appreciate their cooperation in this matter too. So not adding, an abundance of cost to the city is what we're actually going to be doing for now for a good period of time. So I will entertain a motion to approve unless there's any other questions.
Make the motion to approve.
Motion has been made by Council Moran, seconded by Council Rubio, that we ratify and approve the addendum, the 25th addendum to the July 1st, 2024 to June 30th, 2027 of the collective bargaining agreement between Rhode Island 94 AFSME and Local 3960 of the city of Pawtucket. Call for approval on a roll call vote.
Council Wildenhain.
Yes.
Council Moran.
Yes.
Council Rubio. 3-0.
Thank you very much for attending. That's one more meeting down, and you guys have a nice night.
And this will be on the docket tonight.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's helpful.
Run, Pete, run.
Run. You heard it. I'm gonna turn around and say it's on tape.
I know.
No problem.
Someone will bring up a question, it won't pass, and they'll blame you, but that's okay.
Children, we're not in the building.
All right, I call to order the Committee of Claims and Pending Suits at 5:40. Quickly call the roll, please.
Chairman Rubio,
Here.
Council Ruzo.
Here.
Council Moreno.
Here.
3 in attendance.
3 and a 10. Okay, we have item number 2. Oh, I'm sorry, any public input? Online or outside?
Neither.
And staff, no public input. Moving on, item number 2, Councilor Rujo, if you could take up.
Item number 2 is vehicle claims. First one is for Neil Berenbaum.
Berenbaum.
Berenbaum, thank you. Neil Berenbaum for the total of $460.88 for a tire. Motion is to take this claim up.
Second.
Motion by Councilor Rujo, second by Councilor Moreno to take up Neil Birnbaum for the amount of $460.88 for retire. I move to take this up. Do we have anyone here on that?
Director Crowley here? No?
So
Yeah, Councilor Moreno?
I am C on the field inspection room. It is ours and we went out after and sealed it. However, it is over the claim amount, so I would
Is this within the 7 days?
move to approve in the amount of 300.
Okay,
Second.
we have a
Looks like
second.
it, yeah.
Motion's been made by Councilor Moreno to approve this claim for the amount of $300. Second by Councilor Rujo. For please call roll, please.
Chairman Rubio,
Yes.
Council Ruzo.
Yes.
Council Moreno.
Yes.
3-0.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, please go back and forth.
Next up is a claim for Stephen J. Silva in the amount of $791 and 23 cents. It is a pyrite.
I'll second that.
Motion's been made to take up, Stephen J. Still for the amount of $991.23. Director.
Not here.
Yes, yes.
Hey, there you are. How are you?
Do you have anything?
We found him wandering the building.
Apologize a little late.
No worries. You have
Yes,
anything?
this one was the work was being performed by a contractor. I would recommend referring that to the contractor. They're responsible for their contract to maintain the road.
And that's good. Thank you for that. Do we have a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we deny this claim and refer the claimant to Venagro Construction.
Second.
Motion's been made by Councilor Rujo and second by Councilor Moreno to deny and refer to Venagro Construction for Stephen J. Silva in the amount of $791.23. Berkeley, call roll.
Chairman Rubio,
Yes.
Council Ruzo.
Yes.
Yes, Council Moreno.
Yes.
3-0.
John, I got another claim for Jonathan Rahib in the amount of $1,664.33. Vehicle damage. Motion is to take up.
Second.
Motion's been made by Councilor Rujo, second by Councilor Moreno to take this up. And
This,
Director,
This falls into the same one as prior one. This was work,
Oh, yeah.
being done by a city contractor. And it's their responsibility per their contract to maintain the.
okay, do we have a motion on this?
Yes, I would move to no. And to refer to the Venagro.
second.
We have a motion to deny, motion's been made by Counselor Moreno, second by Counselor Rujo to deny and refer to Vinagro Construction for Jonathan Rahib for the amount of $1,664.33 for vehicle damage. I move, I'm sorry, quickly call the vote, please.
Chairman Rubio,
Yes.
Council Rujo.
Yes.
Council Moreno.
Yes.
3-0 to deny and refer.
All right. Next up is the claim for Scott Rodden in the amount of $891.66. And it is for vehicle damage. I'll need to take this claim up.
Second.
Motion's been made by Counselor Rujo, second by Counselor Moreno to take this up. Richard, probably anything on it?
It's the same thing. All, the only thing I would like to just add, the road was open a little longer than we normally require it to be open. Due to a gas leak, Rhode Island Energy had to repair it before we were able to pave it. So it was open a little longer, but it's still the contractor's responsibility to maintain it. As you can see, it did cause a problem with numerous people filing claims.
Counselor Moreno, you have a question?
Yeah, so as the project was happening, I trust that he had adequate signage and all that.
Yes, it's the contractor's responsibility. We were milling and paving, that was on this fall paving list. And you know, it's their responsibility to maintain a safe work zone until the project's complete. We did have, like I just mentioned, we did have a gas leak, so it was delayed paving. So the road was open a little longer than normal, but still their responsibility to maintain that work site during that duration.
Counselor Rujo.
So with Rhode Island Energy's part in this, was this a role in all three of them?
No, it just, Rhode Island Energy, after we finish milling, they go through, it's, part of the process. They go through, with the, leak detector to make sure there was no damage with the vibration and the heavy equipment being on the road. If they pick up any leaks or something, they have to repair it before they can release it.
Have we, to your recollection, I don't recall seeing any claims referred to this particular vendor, Vinagro Construction. Have they kind of new, or have they been doing work in the city for a while?
It used to be Cotty's, they bought out Cotty's.
Right, it's just, you know, you have three of them in one claims. I mean, part of me is thinking, you know, we may just want to send a letter to them, just make them aware, hey, by the way, you know, you did this job and we had three claims, they're gonna come to see you, to just make, you know, kind of a point to, you know, make sure, obviously, Rhode Island Energy was involved in part of it, but to make sure that they leave it to where, you know, people who live in the city, people who drive in the city, don't incur these problems. I mean, you know, it might be within, I think, maybe a good practice to just send a letter, say, hey, you know, this is what happened, and we just would like, you know, you could be a little more cautious, so this way the, you know, double check everything as you're milling, and if you see anything that's too high, whatever they need to do, well, before it gets, you know, full, because there's a lot of damage in these three claims, and I believe I'm gonna make a motion to deny and refer, but, you know, now these people are gonna have to wait for the money and go through another process. So if it's somebody that's kind of new, somebody that took it over, great, and I hope they do well. But we may wanna, I would like to send a letter to them, just, you know, to point that out, say, you know, thank you for the work, but could you make sure you know, kind of keep an eye on this?
Yeah, I don't have a problem doing that. We already addressed it with them at our meeting, but, I don't have an issue with following up with them.
Also, Chris.
All these claims, we, you know, I mean, we received complaints through the police department, a night and, weekend emergency numbers. So, yes, it was an issue that we already addressed, but I have no issue with following up with a letter.
Yeah. I appreciate that. So I'll make that motion soon, but go ahead.
Director, what is their process as they go through filing another claim to this construction company.
Would
What
be
is
the
it?
same like with Rail and Energy, the city clerks will give them the information to contact, and who to reach out to. Right, I don't wanna speak for,
I'm just saying, do we know exactly what the next steps they need to take to file a claim with that construction company? Or we just.
We just
say,
put them in
"Oh,
touch,
the
we put them in
construction
touch with that company.
company." Okay,
That's basically what we do. We tell them, this is the company that was, that they recommend you talk to, this is the person to contact.
okay, so we
Go
do
from there.
have contact information.
Yeah, because Dante usually sends those out, and if he doesn't have it, we'll get it from Chris.
All right, so-
If I may, could I make a motion and send a letter? Would that be good?
Yeah, absolutely.
Should you finish this claim
Yeah,
first?
so let me finish this claim and then we'll
Oh,
get
we
back
can
to
do
the,
that? I'll make a motion to deny this claim for, Scott Rodden, in the amount of $891.66 and we, denied to, and refer to Venagro Construction.
motion is to deny and, motion been made by Counselor Arujo, second by Counselor Moreno to deny and refer to Vinagro Construction for Scott Rawdon, for the amount of $891.66 for vehicle damage. We vote.
Chairman Rubio,
Yes.
Council Russo,
Yes.
Council Moreno,
Yes.
3-0 to deny and refer to Venagro Construction.
Right
And
now, we could.
thanks, and thank you, Chair, I appreciate it. So in response to the 3 denials that we had, I would like to make a motion to have Director Crowley, send a letter to Venagro Construction explaining that we had 3 claimants that will be sending their way and, ask them to, do, some really good diligence when they're done performing their part of the work and, make sure they leave the road as, safe as, as possible, or however you want to word it. I just want to, just highlight it because 3 claims in 1 month is a lot. And I understand there was natural good involved, but they're gonna get these claimants sent their way, and we just want to kind of put them out a little bit on alert to say, hey, can you just kind of take a look at that?
My 2 cents for what it's worth, what you might want to do, especially because Chris already had the conversation, he might want to suggest in the letter that the claims committee was concerned based on their review of these claims.
My apologies. That's not meant that.
And to just remind them of what was already discussed,
Right.
but now it's been
Yeah.
reviewed by the council
Right.
who was expressing some concern, and that may add a little weight.
And I appreciate that. And, I meant to say that, so thank you, Council.
Yeah.
Okay, motion is to send a communication to Venagro Construction. Trying to repeat everything.
Yeah, I got it. We're here, we got it.
All right, sounds good. Do we have a motion? Can you take a roll call, please?
Sure. Council Rubio,
Yes.
Council Russo,
Yes.
Council Moreno,
Yes.
3-0.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Next up is Andrea. Saying can be ounce of $753.54 and $442.53 and it is for yeah. Well, oh, I am most.
Second.
Motion's been made by Council Moreno, second by Councilor Richard. Now, Director Crowley.
yeah, this was an incident that happened at 250 Armistice Boulevard in the parking lot at the Department of Public Works. One of the employees had their vehicle parked next to a city vehicle. And when that employee, the city vehicle was getting out, it was a windy day. And the door was caught and went against and made a damage to the rear driver's side door.
Okay.
And we did confirm that with the cameras that we have.
Seems like it's pretty straightforward and we have two quotes. Do we have a motion on this?
Make a motion to approve this claim in the amount of $442.53, which is the lesser of the two amounts.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
$442.53. I think that's what I said. I want to make sure.
Yes.
We have a motion. Motion's been made by Counselor Rujo, second by Counselor Marina to approve Andrea Maxey for vehicle damage for the amount of $442.53. Rick, please call the roll, please.
Chairman Rubio,
Yes.
Council Russo,
Yes.
Council Moreno,
Yes.
3-0.
The next one is a claim by Joel Reed in the amount of $101.48 for vehicle damage. Motion is to take up.
Second.
Motion's been made by Counselor Rujo, second by Counselor Moreno to take this up. Okay. Joel Reed for the amount of $101.48 for vehicle damage. Now, again, Ms. Polly.
Yes, same kind of like the early ones, but this is work was being performed by Rhode Island Energy. They had performed main replacement, and part of that was to mill and pave. And as you can tell from the picture, you can see where it wasn't raised properly. And when the vehicle went over it, it looks like they did some damage to their vehicle. I recommend referring this to Rhode Island Energy.
May you have any questions?
No.
Do we have a motion?
Yes, my motion is to deny this claim and refer to Rhode Island Energy.
Second.
We have a motion made by Counselor Moreno, second by Counselor Arujo to deny the claim for Joel Reed for the amount of $101.48 for vehicle damage and refer to Rhode Island Energy. Rick, will you call the roll, please?
Chairman Rubio,
Yes.
Council Russo.
Yes.
Council Moreno,
Yes.
3-0 to deny and refer to Rhode Island Energy.
Right. Item number 3, Counselor Moreno, will you take this one, please?
Yes, item number 3 is a miscellaneous claim. It is on behalf of Christian widow on the amount of $300 for Austin property. I moved to take the Hey,
Second.
Motion's been made by Counselor Moreno, second by Counselor Rujo to take this up. Counselor?
So clearly, if we take a phone into evidence, we shouldn't lose it or misplace it. So I think we're culpable for some value. The question then is 300 a reasonable value? Rick and I took a quick peek, again, using some AI here, I will admit, took a look at Gemini and Chat GPT to have them search websites to try to determine what a fair market value of a iPhone 13 is in good condition, because he didn't actually say what condition is, so I went with good. And I got basically within the realm. One says 200 to 350. The other says 250 to 300. So 300's probably in the realm, but you got a little wiggle room there. Either way.
Got a quick question, if you don't mind, Chair.
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So it was said it was placed, we shouldn't lose it, so I'm 100% agreement with you, we're culpable. How long, I mean, was it now when it's put in general evidence, is if the phone wasn't lost, would it still remain in the possession of the police department, because it's still in general evidence?
Yeah, I don't know the facts that gave rise to, if it was in there, I'd be honest with you. I didn't sit and read through the reports. I missed this one actually. Rick had pointed this one out to me. But it sounds like he was charged with an offense, had an attorney. The matter was resolved in whatever fashion cases like this get resolved. And when he went to retrieve the phone, because once the case is ended, there's no need for the city to retain. Does it say, Rick, what the nature of the,
Just on the record, he was the suspect in a case with 2 counts of vandalism along with cyber stalking, cyber harassment referred to whatever the
so
number.
basically misdemeanor crimes. They don't last forever.
Based on the charges, was seized.
They're usually resolved in several months. So I don't think this is a case. And does it indicate when the matter was charged? So he was charged on, or arrested
29.
24. So we're not talking about an extraordinarily long period of time. This isn't something that goes back 10 years ago. So from my perspective,
It was placed in evidence and.
Yeah. and apparently they weren't able to locate it.
Fine.
Yeah.
We are
I think so. I think we are. Just looking at the timeframes.
now with sort of chat GBT and these AI courses. Do we feel comfortable facing our recommendation off of that?
Again, we didn't have anything, so I thought,
But-
I don't know who we would go to. I would
we
probably-
suggest then to get some sort of,
You could.
I don't know,
Listen, you absolutely could.
let's get some sort of quote.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Only reason I did what I did was because I don't know where the 300 comes from, so I thought I would at least quote unquote check the ether to see what's out there, and I did my request in such a way that I know it was looking at different resale sites. Now, of course, it varies because I don't know if this is a 64 gig, if it's a 256 gig. I don't know what other features it might have. Is it worth 300? Is it worth less? I just wanted to at least give you a realm in case you wanted to just resolve it.
You can offer them less.
Yeah.
And then what would happen is we would send them a letter with a release to release it. They would either sign it, in which case they would get the check, or they would refuse to sign it, in which case they would have to go to court at that point, I would assume. Or if you want to, you could take it back if you think,
May I ask, what was those numbers again, the lowest and the highest?
So, yeah, so on the one hand, and again, they say there are factors, obviously, but one basically said 250 to 300. The other said 200 to 350. So
We don't know.
we don't.
Storage, we don't know condition, we don't.
It could be a very
It
good,
asks so many things.
it could be a pristine phone, or it could be a phone that's beat up with a cracked screen. I don't know.
But at that point, they have to, so maybe we're looking at those numbers. It's not much, but maybe we go somewhere between that 250 and 300, because then the other one was, say 250 to 350, something to that effect.
200 to 350.
Yeah, again, your call, or you could, as you said, you can table it and you could request supporting documentation.
You are.
As other things happen, so be on it and.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
There's no way you're ever gonna know because the phone's not here.
And, replacing it, you're not gonna buy, say, my iPhone 13, so
Yeah.
it'll be a lot more money, so.
All right, I would make a motion to approve this claim in the amount of 300.
Second,
Motion's been made by Council Moreno, second by Council Ruja to approve Christian Burrito for the amount of $300 for lost property. Please call call.
Chairman Rubio, Council Rujo,
Yes.
Council Moreno.
Yes.
3-0.
now.
They're animals, so it's like cafeteria. almost.
Marlena, we're starting the
Excuse
meeting.
me.
Sorry.
Sorry.
All right, I call to order the Committee on Claims and Pending Suits and the Committee of the Whole at 6:07. Please call roll, please.
For the Claims Committee, Council Rubio.
Here.
Council Russo.
Here.
Council Moreno.
Here.
For the Committee of the Whole, President Mercer.
Here.
Council Russo.
Yeah.
Council Codere. Council Gregor.
Yeah.
Council Moran.
Here.
Council Moreno.
Here.
Council Rubio.
Here.
Council Scoviac.
Here.
Council Wildenhain.
Here.
8 in attendance.
All right, Councilor Rougeau, would you please take item number 2? I'm sorry, is there any public input?
No.
Not out there? All right, there is no public input. Councilor Rougeau, could you please take item number 2?
Sure. Item number 2 is a communication from Frank J. Milo, Junior Esquire, City Solicitor, Richard J. Goldstein, MMC, City Clerk, City Council Claims Committee and Committee of the Whole meeting on December 10th, 2025, regarding Solabel LLC et al. The City of Pawtucket et al. 19-CV-0020-JJM-LVA. Motion is filed communications.
Yes, seconds. Motion's been made by Councilor Rougeau, second by Councilor Moreno to file this communication. Communication from Frank J. Milos, City Solicitor, to Richard J. Goldstein, MMC City Clerk, City Council Claims Committee. What was that? Select Committee of a Whole meeting, December 10th, 2025, regarding Solabel LLC et al. Versus City of Pawtucket et al. DAC 19-CV-0020-JJM-LVA. I move to file this communication. I'm sorry.
Favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Right.
Opposed? All right. You want me to read this?
Could you
You
please?
can make a motion to go into
I'd
executive
like to-
session.
Yes, a portion of this meeting may be held in executive session pursuant to 42-46-4 and 42-46-5A2 of the general laws of the state of Rhode Island regarding pending litigation. I make a motion that we adjourn and convene in executive session
Second.
At what time?
at
Get a
6:10.
6:10 PM. Roll call vote.
Well, Chairman Rubio,
Yeah.
Council Russo,
Yes.
Council Moreno,
Yes.
3-0.
Close that.
Close that door. have to.
No, because they go to full.
Yeah, you can move to open seal the minutes, and then you can make the report what, in general terms, what you did.
Got it. Do we have a motion to seal the minutes?
Yes. Okay.
Second.
The mentions of time, I just want to give them one block, not an open. It's okay. Make sure they're.
And that's also a roll call
We're
vote.
open, right?
All right,
You're not
Clerk,
mentioning.
will you call roll?
Mentioning an open session.
They shouldn't, no.
Don't.
Counselor Rubio,
Just the affirmative.
Yeah,
Counselor Rujo,
Yes.
Counselor Moreno,
Yes.
3-0.
Is that it, Rick?
Well, now she has to report out in general terms without getting specifics.
okay, we've made a motion to authorize legal counsel to move forward
Take-
with,
To take action on this.
to take action on their recommendation. No further business before the committee? Motion to adjourn.
Right, city council is about to begin. For those waiting in attendance on Zoom, can you please press the raise hand button if you're looking to speak at public input, please?
We all set, Dante?
Yes, already.
Okay, good evening. Welcome to the Pawtucket City Council Chambers on Freight Street. We're running a little bit behind, but I think we should be able to catch up. There is no public input tonight, so the first matter on our agenda is the Board of License Commissioners meeting. I'll call a meeting to order. Clerk will call the roll.
President Mercer,
Here.
Council Ruzo,
Here.
Council Codere,
She's here. Somewhere.
Council Gregor.
Here.
Council Moran,
Here.
Council Moreno, Council Rubio, Council Scoviac, Council Wildenhain.
Here.
9 in attendance.
Mr. President, I call for approval of the previous minutes from November 19th, 2025.
Moved by Council Ruzo, second by Council Wildenhain, that approval be given to the minutes of the November 19th meeting as prepared by the clerk. Are there any concerns, amendments, deletions, adjustments? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
I call for approval of item number 2, the consent agenda, starting petitions for license, starting with tattoo renewal, Abracadabra Tattoo, Abracadabra Tattoo LLC at 25 Eston Ave, down to Victor House First Class renewals of Royal Fried Chicken, Pack Afghan Cuisine Incorporated at 293 Newport Avenue. Motion to approve.
Moved by Council Ruzo, second by Council Moreno, that approval be given to item 2, the consent agenda and petitions for license. That starts with tattoo renewals of Abracadabra Tattoo down through Royal Fried Chicken on Newport Avenue. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 3 is advertised for public hearing. Tattoo new Ink Lab Tattoo.
I'm sorry, Counselor. The communication, it's not an agenda item. It was put on the consent agenda.
Oh, my
And
apologies.
that's, I overlooked it myself. So the consent, item 2, the consent agenda and petitions for license, for
Oh, yeah.
those licenses that we talked about, all in favor?
Aye.
Now, the secondary item on the consent agenda.
A secondary item on the consent agenda is a communication from Michelle R. Hardy, MMC, Deputy City Clerk to Board of License Commissioners License Hearing. Motion is to file this communication.
Moved by Councilor Ruzo, second by Councilor Gregor, that we file a communication from Michelle Hardy, the Deputy Clerk, to the Board of License Commissioners regarding a license hearing. Is there any discussion on that letter and that matter? Councilor?
Yes, I would like to move that we postpone this, reschedule a hearing to the second week in January.
Been moved by Councilor Gregor, second by Councilor Moreno, that the kennel license hearing, formal hearing, that is, be rescheduled to the second meeting of January. Is there any discussion on that motion? In that case, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. You got that, Rick? Thank you.
Okay, item number 3, as advertised for public hearing, tattoo new Ink Lab Tattoo, Jackson Barrows, 500 Armistice Boulevard, license number TAT 25-4, previous Sacred Traditions Tattoo and Body Piercings. My motion is to convene the public hearing.
It's been moved by Councilor Ruzo, second by Councilor Wildenhain, that we convene a public hearing regarding Ink Lab Tattoo, Jackson Barrows, 500 Armistice Boulevard. It will be license number TAT-25-4. This is previously Sacred Traditions Tattoo and Body Piercing. The motion is to convene a public hearing. I declare the public hearing open. Is Jackson Barrows here? Sir, if you could come forward, please. If you could give your name and home address to the clerk, please. Yes, make sure that green button's on, the green light's on.
Oh, no, sorry. It's still on. Yep, there you go.
Jackson Barrows,
Yes.
168 Hatfield Street in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. It's actually like down the street from the shop.
It's right around the corner, right?
Yeah.
Is it right in the corner of Littlefield, the
It's
shop?
next to Chase and
2 doors down, right?
Across from
On the-
Ignis.
Or I think I saw you painting it the other night, didn't I?
Yeah, I was there all night. I was just there
I was
painting.
gonna come in and give you a hand, but
He says that to everybody.
Yeah.
uh, yeah.
There
So anyway, your establishment would be in Councilor Wilden Haynes' district, so I'm going to turn this over to him.
Okay,
Mr. Barros, how are you?
good in you.
Now, how many years, experience do you have with,
I've been tattooing for like almost 14 years.
14 years?
I used to be on Charles Street, North Providence. It used to be Ink Me Tattoo with my other business partner. But then I was with them for like 8 years.
Yep.
I moved to Attleboro. I've been there for 3 years. I always wanted to stay in Rhode Island, but I had no choice but to go to Attleboro.
Now it seems like you said you're closer to work, you'll be able to walk to work in the
Yeah,
morning, so.
even the one in Attleboro is just like 10 minutes away.
So the clerk probably gave you a list of things that you needed to do, the Board of Health, you got all that stuff squared away?
I just need the fire department, but I still got to finish the shop. I'm still painting.
Yeah.
I still got to do a lot of things.
What is your intention, on hours over there? How often are you gonna be open?
It's
Days
only
a week?
12 to 8.
12 to 8?
Yeah,
7 days a week?
I would say 6.
6? Okay. Anybody else on the board have any questions?
Anybody have any questions?
No.
I
Oh,
don't.
and everything is disposable. We don't use autoclaves, nothing like that.
Okay.
How long you been doing this?
I've been doing it for like
14 years.
14 years.
Yep. All right,
Uh,
thank you.
Okay, I don't think we have any more questions for you. It's been used previously in the
Yeah.
same,
It was a
capacity.
tattoo place previously and so
I've
set
been
up.
trying for 3 years to get that spot. I just couldn't.
And it just became available? Is
It
that
became
pretty much it?
available and I got it.
Okay. So this is a public hearing. I'm gonna have you take a seat.
Okay.
And then if there's anybody else here or online that wants to discuss the matter, we'll listen to them.
Okay.
Oftentimes there's nobody, but, so have a seat.
All right. Thank
Make
you.
yourself comfortable.
Thank
Is
you, Mr.
there
Barrows.
anybody here tonight to speak on this matter at this public hearing? And how about online?
If anybody is currently waiting online to speak on this public hearing, can you please press the raise hand button at this time? And I see no hands.
Okay, then I'm going to declare the public hearing closed and entertain a motion.
Chairman, I'll make a motion to, approve the license.
It's been moved by Counselor Wildenhain, second by both Counselor Gregor and Counselor Rubio. Is that you? That approval be given to the motion for the license for Ink Lab Tattoo Jackson Barrows, license number TAT-25-4. Any discussion on the motion to approve? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. You're all set, sir. Good luck.
Good luck, Mr. Barrows.
Item number 4 is advertised for public hearing, a Class B victular with outdoor seating transfer. Fire Cantina Grill Incorporated, 176 Columbus Avenue, license number LQB 25-20 ENT, a transfer from Roast House Pub and Restaurant, R-Rouse Restaurant Incorporated. My motion is to convene this public hearing.
I think that's supposed to be our house, but you're right. But moved by Counselor Ruzza, second by
say
Counselor
wrong?
Moreno. Was that you? The Class B victular with outdoor seating transfer, Fire Cantina Grill Inc., 176 Columbus Avenue, license number LQB-25-20 with entertainment. Transfer from Roast House Pub and Restaurant, Inc. This is also a public hearing. I would declare the public hearing open. Is the applicant here from Fire Cantina Grill? Sir, if you could come forward.
Just looking at them.
Good evening.
How are you? Are you going to help?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So if you could give your name and home address, and if you could also please to the clerks, and then we'll move forward.
Lucas Zacharias Ashbin and 147 Ocean Street,
Can you spell your last name for me?
Lucas,
Yeah, I got Lucas, yeah.
Zabaris.
Z-A-R-I-S.
Is.
Yep.
Ashbin,
Yeah,
Sabin.
Sabin?
Yep.
Okay, and your address, please?
It's 147 Ocean Street, Providence, Rhode Island.
Okay. So Lucas Zaris Sabin, 147 Ocean Street, Providence, Rhode Island.
And ma'am, are you
correct.
just going to help help with, are you involved in the business or?
I'm gonna be a manager.
Okay, just for the sake of clarity, could you also give us your your name and address?
It's Stephanie McGowan.
STEPHANIE.
Yep,
And spell your last name for me?
McGowan.
Okay.
And it's 19 Rhodes, RHODES Lane, Foxborough, Massachusetts.
Okay, thank you.
Stephanie McGowan, 19 Rhodes Lane, Foxborough, Massachusetts.
That was Foxborough, not Boxborough, right?
Foxborough, yep.
There we go. Okay, welcome. This establishment is in my district, so I'll kind of take the lead here and then open it up to anybody else. My understanding is you're taking over for the roast house. You are just leasing. You're not purchasing the property, right? Leasing and going to operate the cantina pretty much the same way the roast house is operated for a number of years.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Do you have previous experience in restauranting?
Yes, I been 18 years in a restaurant as a sous chef, executive chef, a corporate chef.
Okay. And Stephanie, you've been a restaurant or bar manager in the past, or?
Yeah, I came just in case you wanted to know. I'm going to be a manager. I took the tips class. I sit on the board of selectmen in Foxborough.
Okay.
So I kind of know what, when he told me he was coming, I said, well, I'll come just in case, and especially, we take the liquor license. I mean, everything, the Board of Health, everything, but the liquor license comes a lot of responsibility. I've been a server for 40 years. I worked, the last establishment I was at was 25 years. I spent 5 years with Lucas and his brother, and when they were going to open up we all worked at a restaurant that closed.
Mhm.
And so when he told me, he called and he said, we would love for you to come be a manager. I'll be serving, taking care of the bar during the liquor ordering. So I just figured, just in case you want to know anything about the liquor stuff, I figured I'd show my face.
Okay, so tip certification and all the rest, and I've looked over the plan. I've looked over the menu. It looks like you're gonna keep the footprint pretty much the same and the same setup with the restaurant and the pub, if you will, other side. That's been a very successful location for a number of restaurants, going back to Teresa's Spaghetti House. And it was my brother's pub, then it was a roast house. So it's a good location. The neighborhood supports it well. Menu looks enticing.
That's great to hear. And actually, Lucas's brother, Lino, is going to be the chef. And and he works at is it the other one called Roadhouse too?
Asado's Kitchen.
Yeah, so the owner of the Roadhouse that they're gonna lease.
Roast
from-
House.
The roast house,
Yeah, the one in Blackstone?
Yeah,
the one in Blackstone, Mass. Okay.
no,
Yep.
no, he's not Blackstone, right?
He's Asado's in Smithfield. Yeah,
Oh,
true.
okay. So he's taking over the kitchen. So he worked for the owner of the.
We worked for
Pre-
George.
previous.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's kind of come full
Yeah.
circle. Operating hours, days of the week, any closed days, 7 days a week?
We're gonna be 7 days. We're gonna do Sunday through Thursday is going to be 11 to 10. Fridays and Saturdays, 11 to 11.
Okay. Just one last thing from me. The back of that parking lot has sometimes been a bit of a problem for the neighbors on, I think it's Keogh Street back there. There used to be a gate, then there was a cement barrier. We can talk about it offline afterwards, but we want to make sure that your patrons, when they're leaving, are not leaving down Keogh and down India.
Yeah,
Okay, come out onto Columbus Avenue and
Yep.
be on their way.
Yeah, Mr. George explained that to us, so we cannot allow the car goes to the other side of the street. So they have to go back to the Columbus Avenue.
Yeah,
Yep, yep,
exactly.
yep.
And the road on the other side, the industrial highway is a state road and they don't allow curb cuts to go out.
Yep, yep.
So, just let's make sure we can kind of work together on that issue.
Yep.
Otherwise, it was sad to see the roast house closed, but it seems like people were already excited about you opening. So is there anybody here that has any additional questions? Counselor Wildenhain first.
You said
you got experience with George. Is any of the old staff coming back there or you've got a,
No, as right now, no.
okay, I'm just curious.
Okay, Council Gregor, did you have a question?
Yeah, you weren't like personally responsible for closing the roast house, were you?
Correct. Say that again, I'm sorry?
No, never mind.
Okay,
Well, I'm glad somebody's taking it over to keep it
Yep.
up in the neighborhood.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I think the whole reason of it closing was basically, I think, I haven't met George, but from what they've said, yeah,
Got it.
yeah,
Really busy.
yeah. Yeah, very, very busy. So, I'm very excited to work with these guys again, and please, at some point, come on in. The food will be fabulous. I've witnessed, yeah,
The menu
Yeah.
does look enticing.
yeah.
Lena's back.
See, good. So someone, okay. And you know, something we absolutely, obviously, I don't know the area that well, but anywhere I've worked, we want to be good neighbors, and that's kind of, in Rhode Island, you see a little bit more than Massachusetts, where it's it's residential, all of a sudden there's a boom, like,
Right.
a little bit more than, than Massachusetts. So the first time I came to see it, I was just like, driving, I'm like, oh, there it is. Like I was anticipating when I was going to get to it, but these guys are great. I'm excited to work for them, and we will absolutely be sure to be good neighbors.
Oh, it's music to my ears as the district councilman. So, again, I'll have you have a seat and see if there's anybody else here on the issue. So
Sure.
make yourself comfortable. Yes.
When do you anticipate opening up?
Well,
We were hoping after we get everything, maybe like he had thrown a date of December 18th as a soft opening. I'm not sure we're quite ready to open on the 18th, and I did from working in restaurants for as much as I can, you want to be prepared, all staff trained, make sure, I mean, the fire department's been there, Board of Health, all that stuff's good, but the last thing you want is for people to come in and have a bad experience the first time, because they will.
Any of the breeze or something like that, so that it helps.
Oh, absolutely.
So that it helps get the word out to the neighbors, because I'm sure when it opens up again, people are gonna want to go back.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thank you.
yeah. And we want to make sure we carry over
Ready for them?
from a good restaurant to another good restaurant.
Yes, it's always been well received under George, and before that, the My Brothers Pub. So you've got a good legacy, but something to live up to.
That's true.
All right, have a seat, make yourself
Thank
comfortable. Is anybody else here tonight to speak on this matter at this public hearing? I see none. Anybody online?
If anybody is online waiting to speak on this public hearing, can you please press the raise hand button at this time?
Nothing? Nothing. Okay, I will declare the public hearing closed, and I will entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion to turn around and approve the license.
It's been moved by Councilor Wildenhain, second by Councilor Gregor and Councilor Moreno. That approval be given to the transfer Fire Cantina Grill, Inc., 176 Columbus Avenue, LQB-25-20, a transfer from Roast House Pub and Restaurant, Roast House Restaurant, Inc. Any discussion on the motion to approve? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. You're halfway there. Item 5.
Item 5 is a petition for license victual and house first class transfer, Fire Cantina Grill Incorporated, 176 Columbus Avenue, license number LQB 25-20, transfer from Roast House Pub and Restaurant, Roast House Restaurant Incorporated. My motion is to approve this license.
Been moved by Councilor Ruzo, second by Councilor Wildenhain, that approval be given to a victualling house first class transfer, Fire Cantina Grill, Inc., 176 Columbus Avenue, license number LQB-25-20. This is a transfer from Roast House Pub and Restaurant, Our House Restaurant, Inc. Again, the motion is to approve the victualling house transfer. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. You're all set. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Merry Christmas.
Item number 6, as advertised for public hearing, a Class B victular transfer, Modern Diner, VJR Baraka, LLC, 364 East Avenue, license number LQB 25-21, Modern Diner, East Avenue, Modern Diner Incorporated. My motion is to convene this public hearing.
Moved by Councilor Ruzo, seconded by Councilor Codier that we convene a public hearing regarding a Class B victular transfer for Martin Diner, BJR Baraka, LLC, 364 East Avenue, license number LQB-25-21. It's previously Modern Diner, East Avenue Modern Diner, Inc. I declare the public hearing open. Is the applicant here for the transfer? If you could come forward, the same thing. Bless you.
Bless you. Is that what you? All right.
Yeah.
You're still blessed.
Hello. So, okay, you've seen the last two. So could you could both of you ladies give your name and address to the clerk?
Yes.
Name and home address to the clerk, please.
Of course. Jahadis Garcia.
Okay, yeah.
It's JH.
Please.
JHAGEIRY. Garcia.
How do you pronounce that?
Jahadis.
Jahidi.
Yeah.
Okay.
49 Island Avenue.
49 what, please?
Island.
Island?
Yes. Avenue. Round 4, Rhode Island. 029.
It's okay.
Okay.
And your name?
My name is Irene Pina.
Irene?
Yes, sir.
Pina?
Pena.
Pena.
And the address is 3 Irons Avenue in Johnston, 02919. And I'm just a realtor.
Okay, thank you. So most of the questions are going to be for you, Ms. Garcia. Be nice and loud if that light is on. This happens to be in Councilor Codier's district. So we're gonna turn it over to her. She'll have some questions for you. We might have a couple others, but as you've seen, it's a fairly relaxed atmosphere. So don't be nervous.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. And yourself?
Good, thank you. This is a very sentimental place for all Pawtucket residences. I would like to almost assure that everybody that is here, or almost everybody, have had breakfast there. How long you've been in restaurant business?
This is just for me and my husband. And my husband has all the years deal with the kitchen. We are like a really partner, and like he's dealing with the kitchen and deal with the financials. So, but we are being like 5 years. He has more than me. I am 5 years.
And as I see in the menu, you basically are keeping
Gonna stay,
the same, and you will be keeping the same name.
Yes.
And that is a very good news.
Yeah. We don't gonna change it now. We're gonna keep it. Yeah.
I would, I would like to pass to my colleagues and see if they have any questions or any comments about it, because I am sure as Pawtucket native, they might have some questions or comments.
Yeah.
Yes, well, first of all, thank you for keeping this local entity open and preserving it. Is it gonna look, are you keeping the aesthetics the same inside the building?
We don't gonna change anything, sir.
All right,
We're
that
gonna
is,
keep it the same. I
that-
like the same. So
that is great news.
yes.
It is again, it is part of the fabric of that area of the city for many, many years. It's a destination. A lot of people go there when they're visiting in this area, whether it's our city or neighboring towns. A lot of people like to go there. So I want to thank you for keeping it as it is and making it your own too at the same time. But thank you for the investment. We, when we heard that they were, were selling, a little uneasiness because it's such a staple. So thank you
Of
for
course. Thank
stepping
you.
up. Appreciate that.
Councilor Gregor.
Just so I understand, so you keeping the same breakfast theme
Yes.
and all of that and the same staff, or?
Yeah, the staff is gonna be staying, sir.
Yeah. All right, that's great.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy keeping the lobster Benedict, so I'm really happy with it. Is it going to be breakfast and dinner and lunch, or is it just
Yeah.
breakfast?
It's gonna be breakfast. We're gonna keep the same hours as well.
Okay.
Okay, and this part of it is just for the liquor license. After you sit down and after we approve this, presumably we'll approve it, it will be on to the restaurant one, and then you'll be on your way.
Of course.
Okay, yes, one more question.
Did you purchase the diner or are you leasing with,
No, we're gonna push the diner.
oh, you are, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Okay,
Of
thank
course.
you. And again, you can have a seat now and we'll see if there's anybody else who's interested in participating tonight. I doubt there will be, but just give us a second.
Of course, thank
Okay?
you.
Have a seat. Good luck. Anybody here to speak on this matter tonight? And anybody online?
And if anybody's waiting online to speak in this public hearing, can you please press the raise hand button now?
Okay, in that case, I would declare the public hearing closed and I will entertain a motion.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to make a motion to approve the Class B victualler transfer Modern Diner to VJR Baraka LLC, 364 East Avenue.
Moved by Councilor Codere, second by Councilor Rubio, that the approval be given to the request for a Class B victualler transfer from Modern Diner VJR Baraka LLC at 364 East Avenue, license number LQB-25-21. This is a transfer from Modern Diner East Avenue Modern Diner Inc. Again, the motion is to approve the transfers. Any discussion on the motion to approve? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And item 7, please.
Item 7 is a petition for license victualling house first class transfer. Modern Diner VJR Baraka LLC, 364 East Avenue, license number LQB-25-21. Modern Diner, East Avenue Modern Diner Incorporated. My motion is to approve this license.
The move by Councilor Ruja, second by Councilor Codere, that the petition for license for a victualling house first class transfer of Modern Diner, VJR Baraka LLC, 364 East Avenue, transfer from Modern Diner, East Avenue Modern Diner Inc. Again, the motion is to approve. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. You're all set, ladies. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bless.
We'll see you over there.
All right, no further business coming before the Pawtucket Board of License Commissioners. I make a motion that we adjourn and reconvene as the Pawtucket City Council.
The move that we adjourn by Councilor Russo, second by Councilor Codere, and convene as the Pawtucket City Council. Before we do, I ask that everybody stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance, started by Councilor Gregor. Pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, justice for all. Pawtucket City Council will come to order. Clerk will call the roll.
President Mercer,
Here.
Councilor Rujo.
Yeah, here.
Councilor Codere,
Here.
Councilor Gregor. Councilor Moran,
Here.
Councilor Moreno. Here. Councilor Rubio,
Here.
Councilor Kubiak,
Here.
Councilor Wildenhain.
Here.
9 in attendance.
Mr. President, item number 1, I call for approval of the previous minutes of November 19, 2025 of the Finance Committee and the City Council.
Second. The move by Councilor Russo, second by Councilor Wildenhain, approval be given to the previous minute, the approval of the minutes from the November 19th meeting of the Finance Committee and the City Council as prepared by the clerk. Are there any concerns, amendments, adjustments, deletions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
I call for approval of item number 2, which is the consent agenda and correspondence.
It's been moved by Councilor Russo, second by Councilor Moreno, that approval be given to item 2, the consent agenda and correspondence. Are there any items the board would, council would like to take on? Councilor Gregor.
Okay.
Anybody else? I will also weigh in on item A. Other than item A, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Councilor Gregor.
So item A is a communication from His Honor Mayor Donald Caribbean to Angelica Infante Kareem, Chair of the Council on Elementary and Secondary Education. Let me see. Opposition to NEIT Charter School in Pawtucket. I don't generally agree with the mayor, as a lot of people know, but on this one, I'm gonna have to support him because this actually helps the city. It would undermine, what is being done here in Pawtucket with the dual high school, since it's planned to have a vocational component to it. to have something that's going to offer the exact same thing here. It's only going to deplete resources in Pawtucket, and a lot of the money being spent to incorporate a vocational component to the dual high school would be undermined. So in this case, I do fully agree with his apposition regarding that. That's all.
Thank you, Council. I couldn't agree anymore. I'm glad the mayor sent this letter. I'm especially pleased that he copied the General Assembly leadership as well as our local state delegation. You know, there's an ever expanding push for more charter schools. And it may sound good, it negatively impacts local school districts. It draws students away, and with it, it draws away per pupil spending. You know, previously, we've got 10 middle schools, 10 elementary schools, we've got three middle schools or junior high schools, and soon to be, as Councilor Gregor said, a unified high school that is going to be heavy on vocational or CTE programming. And previously, when parents sent their kids to other schools, it was generally parochial schools, you know, and I want to tick them off. It's St. Edward's, gone. Sacred Heart, gone. Our Lady of Consolation, gone. St. Joseph's, gone. St. Leo's, gone. Bishop Keel, gone. Only St. Cecilia and St. Teresa are still a viable alternative. Their per pupil spending does not follow them there. When they go to a charter school, especially this one is, I think, expected to draw from Pawtucket, Providence, and Cranston and be located, I believe, in Cranston. It leaves a huge hole. It's dwindling student population, and it's siphoning per pupil spending. You know, we've embraced, you know, RIDE they've encouraged significant spending on new construction, and we've been the biggest proponent and advocate for that. We spent obligated up to $500 million in the last handful of years. And to follow RIDE's newer and fewer, right? It makes no sense whatsoever with a CTE intensive program coming on. We could even take in some folks from other schools, you know? There's no need to set up another CTE intensive charter school somewhere else to siphon that direction instead of this direction. So I am very happy that the mayor sent that to the state, the commissioner and the state house. And I would really encourage him to encourage our delegation to work with the Providence delegation and the Cranston delegation to, you know, because oftentimes if you're from Barrington or Warren or Westerly or Woonsocket for that matter, you know, charter school approval doesn't really seem to be a big deal, but it definitely is a big deal for the school, for the eroding enrollment and the per pupil spending. I just can't say it enough. The per pupil spending goes there and not here. And we're already in a difficult enough financial situation in Pawtucket as a whole and in the school department. So I would ask Elizabeth if you could just be sure to really reach out to the delegation to explain to them the ramifications of this and what we're trying to build here and the pride we're trying to take and the CTE instruction we're trying to bring forward. So anybody else on the matter or Counselor?
No, unrelated. I should have mentioned the communication B regarding the ordinance, but I'll let people speak on.
Okay, so I think we're done with A, yes? Yes. All right. Did you want to take up B is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Small question. I'd just like to know when is that item regarding the amendment?
Item C is the ordinance itself, and it's being referred to ordinance. I don't know when the ordinance chair gets around to scheduling it. That's when it will be.
Okay. All right.
I don't think until after the new year, though. Yeah.
Okay. Yep, thanks.
Okay, that leads us to item 3.
Item 3, the Finance Committee returns the following. Ratification of October 2025 addendum to the July 1st, 2024 to the June 30th, 2027 collective bargaining agreement between Rhode Island Council 94, AFSME, Local 3960, and the City of Pawtucket. I call for approval on a roll call vote.
And moved by Counselor Wildenhain, second by Counselor Moran, that the Finance Committee returns the following with a recommendation for approval, a ratification of October 2025 addendum to July 1, 2024 to June 30th, 2027 collective bargaining agreement between the Rhode Island Council 94, AFSME, Local 3960, and the City of Pawtucket. Is there any discussion on the motion to approve the addendum, Counselor?
Director Duran turned around and told me that this, for the life of this section here with the contract, it's going to be very minimal cost, if any. And that's one of the reasons why the committee turned around and decided to support the change.
Okay, is there any other discussion on item 3? In that case, the motion was for approval on a roll call vote. Clerk will call the roll.
President Mercer,
Yes.
Council Ruzo.
Yes.
Council Codere,
Yes.
Council Gregor,
Yes.
Council Moran.
Yes.
Council Moreno, Council Rubio,
Yes.
Council Kubiak,
Yes.
Council Wildenhain.
Yes.
9-0.
Item number 4, the Committee on Claims and Pending Suits returns the following claims for damages against the city. Neil Birnbaum for the amount of $468.88 was approved for approved for the amount of $300 for a tire. I call for approval on a roll call vote.
So moved by Councilor Rubio, second by Council Moreno and Councilor Arujo, that approval be given to a claim by Neil Birnbaum for a tire damage in the amount of $300. Is that correct?
Yes.
Any discussion on that motion to approve? All in favor? I'm
Aye.
sorry, roll call?
President Mercer.
Yes.
Council Ruzo.
Yes.
Council Codere.
Yes.
Council Gregor, Council Moran.
Yes.
Council Moreno, Council Rubio,
Yes.
Council Kubiak, Council Wildenhain.
Yes.
And
9-0.
Mr. President, if I may, I will take up the next 3.
Sure.
For Stephen J. Silva for the amount of $791.23 for a tire. Jonathan Rahib for the amount of $1,664.33 for vehicle damage. And Scott Rowden for the amount of $891.66 for vehicle damage. All 3 claims are to deny and refer to Vinagro Construction. I move to approve to deny on a roll call vote, please.
Second.
Okay, the motion from the Claims Committee is to deny and refer the following 3 claims, deny them and refer them to Vinagro Construction Company. Stephen J. Silva in the amount of $791.23 for a tire. Jonathan Rahib in the amount of $1,664.33 for vehicle damage. And Scott Roden in the amount of $891.66 for vehicle damage. So the motion is to deny and refer all 3. Any discussion on that motion? Clerk will call a roll. Yes would be to deny and refer.
President Mercer.
Yes.
Council Ruzo.
Yes.
Council Codere.
Yes.
Council Gregor. Council Moran.
Yes.
Council Moreno.
Yes.
Council Rubio.
Yes.
Council Kubiak.
Yes.
Council Wildenhain.
Yes.
9-0.
Andrea Massey for the amount of $753 was approved for $442.53 for vehicle damage. Motion is to approve on a roll call vote.
Second.
The move by Council Rujo, sorry, Council, and second by Council Moreno, that approval be given to a claim by Andrea Massey for vehicle damage in the amount of $442.53. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Any discussion on that motion? Clerk will call the roll.
President Mercer.
Yes.
Council Ruzo.
Yes.
Council Codere.
Yes.
Council Gregor. Council Moran.
Yes.
Council Moreno.
Yes.
Council Rubio.
Yes.
Council Kubiak.
Yes.
Council Wildenhain.
Yes.
9-0.
Joel Reed for the amount of $101.48 for vehicle damage. The motion is to deny and refer to Rhode Island Energy.
Second.
It's been moved by Council Ruzo, seconded by Council Moreno, that the Claims Committee recommends denying a motion, a claim by Joel Reed for $101.48 for vehicle damage, and to refer that to Rhode Island Energy. Is there any discussion on the motion to deny and refer? A yes vote would be to deny and refer. Clerk will call the roll?
President Mercer,
Yes.
Council Ruzo.
Yes.
Council Codere.
Yes.
Council Gregor.
Yes.
Council Moran.
Yes.
Council Moreno. Council Rubio.
Yes.
Council Kubiak. Council Wildenhain.
Yes.
9-0.
Christian Brito for the amount of $300 for lost property. Motion is to approve for $300. I move to approve on a roll call vote.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilor Ruzo, seconded by Councilor Moreno, that approval be given to a claim from Christian Brito in the amount of $300 for lost property. Is there any discussion on that motion to approve? Clerk will call the roll.
President Mercer.
Yes.
Council Ruzo.
Yes.
Council Codere.
Yes.
Council Gregor.
Yes.
Council Moran.
Yes.
Council Moreno.
Yes.
Council Rubio.
Yes.
Council Kubiak. Council Wildenhain.
Yes.
9-0.
No, we don't have to do that, right? Yeah, I don't believe so. Okay,
No.
no, okay. No further business coming before Pawtucket City Council. I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
Moved by Council Ruzo, seconded again by Council Moreno, that we adjourn. All in favor? Aye, opposed, motion carries. We are